Meet the Mets, meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life, because the Mets are really socking the ball, knocking those home runs over the wall. East side, west side, everybody's coming down to meet the METS Mets of New York town. Oh, the butcher and the baker and the people on the streets, where do they go? To meet the Mets! Oh, they're hollering and cheering and they're jumping in their seats. Where do they go? To meet the Mets! All the fans are true to the orange and blue, so hurry up and come on down, 'cause we got ourselves a ball club, the Mets of New York town. Give 'em a yell, give 'em a hand, and let 'em know you're rooting in the stand. Come on and meet the Mets, meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life, because the Mets are really socking the ball, knocking those home runs over the wall. East side, west side, everybody's coming down to meet the METS Mets of New York town, of New York town. Come on! Let's go! We got the teamwork to make the dream work. Let's go. We're gonna make it this time. We're gonna take it home. Let's go. Do it. Do it. Make it happen. Where there's a Mets man, you'll find a Mets fan. Let's go. This is a Mets year for all your Mets here. Let's go. Bring it home. Bring it home. Bring it home now.
You are now watching the Amazing Mets pregame show with your hosts, Rob and CP.
Let's go Mets! Let's go Mets! Let's go Mets! Let's go Mets!
What's up, Mets fans? Welcome back to the Amazing Mets pregame show right here on the channel, on Twitch, and on X. Hopefully, Mets fans, you got past yesterday. It was a tough loss. It was an annoying loss. It was an inexcusable loss. But winning the first game gives you an opportunity to have two opportunities to win the series. Yes, the Braves did beat down on the Dodgers. And by the way, thank you, Dodgers, for doing absolutely nothing to help us out so far in your series against the Braves. But the New York Mets have had faith in their own hands. All they had to do was win a game. They did not. They had a 4-0 lead, and they slowly let it creep away. And then the Phillies broke through, and the Mets did not come back, unfortunately. But with the New York Mets, they still got 14 games to go. They still have a chance to do some damage. They still have a chance to win some ball games. They still have a chance to make the playoffs. So nothing is all lost as of yet, Mets fans. So get ready for today. Get pumped. It is a rubber game. You got David Peterson on the mound. Yes, he struggled his last time out, but he's been excellent overall. Let's get it done. And just so you guys know, the lineup has not come out yet, but I think we all know why the lineup is out yet. The same reason why it was late yesterday coming out was because Francisco Lindor is still day-to-day. I'm thinking they're probably working him out on the field right now. They're probably making him run, hit, field to see if he's ready to go. If he's ready to go, well, guess what? He'll be in the lineup. So the lineup, I think, has to be out an hour and a half before the game, and it should be out over the next half hour or so because that's what has to happen. So we'll see what happens there. Look, we all hope Francisco Lindor is in the lineup, right? And listen, if he's not, next man up. Acuna will be in the ball game. Even though Acuna played well yesterday. Defensively, he played well. Offensively, he got 2 hits. He played really good. He looked like a major leaguer, right? He looked poised at the plate, and he looked poised when he made that pop-up play running down the third base line, calling off Vientos, and looked smooth doing it. So we all hope Francisco Lindor is in the lineup today because it just brings another dynamic. It just brings another level to this lineup that we lacked yesterday. But no excuse. There was 4 runs scored yesterday. They had to get the job done, and they did not do that. And mostly because the bullpen didn't get their job done, right? Severino, they only give up runs to basically Hopper, but the bullpen came in with a lead. You can't have Young, you can't have Garrett, you can't have Stanek all not perform well. It's going to be very hard to win that game. And again, the Mets didn't score anything after the 3rd inning. That's the problem. This is the thing that, in game 1, they gradually added on. I'm not saying to score 11 runs yesterday, but damn, could he score, 5 or 6 runs in a game? Maybe it would have been a no contest. Maybe the Phillies wouldn't have made that comeback. But guess what? It's baseball, right? It's baseball, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we have to deal with as fans. We don't watch because we know what's going to happen. We watch because of the unexpected, because we don't know. The anticipation of possibly winning or losing. That's why we watch sports. If we knew the outcome, we wouldn't watch, right? It sounds silly to say, but that's reality. And we lost the game without our best player. And the Phillies had to come back to do so. If we win this series and Lindor doesn't play today, we beat one of the best teams in baseball without our MVP and possibly the National League MVP. So think of it like that. Iglesias had a really good game in leadoff spot. Right? It looked pretty good. It looked like everything was rolling. Marte played really well. Everything was rolling until it wasn't. But, this has been a trend for the New York Mets this whole season, even when they were red hot. What was the issue? The issue was they'll score runs early, and through the middle of the game, they don't have nothing to show for it. They put up zeros. That's not a way to put a team away, especially a team like the Phillies who can hit the ball over the wall. That's where we got caught. That is where we got stuck and why we gave a team like the Phillies, who are dangerous, an opportunity to come back into the ballgame. You had them dead to right. You had their backs against the wall, and you did not do that. Now, again, game 1 was extremely important. You gave yourself 2 opportunities to win a series, and this is what you have to do. Win series, right? You got 14 games. Do the math, right? We got, 6 series left after this? If I'm not mistaken, let's see. We got Washington next. We got Philly next. Excuse me, no, we got 4. Excuse me, that's terrible, man. Right? We got Philly. We got Washington, Philly, Braves, Milwaukee. So we got 4 series left. 4 series left. Right? Out of the 4 series, it's 3-game series except for one, which is the Phillies 4 games at home. Right? Do the math. You win each of those, say, the 3-game series, you win those. So that is 2, 4, 6 more wins. That would give us 87. Right? Depending on what happens today, could go up another win. So that's 87. So that means between the 3 other games of that 3-game series and the 4 against Philadelphia that I didn't even bring up yet. Even if you split and win the last couple of series, if you win the Phillies, say if you win this Philly series, right? Let's add a win, 82, right? We win the National Series, 2 out of 3. That's 84. You win the Brave series, the Philly series, or let's say we split the Philly series. That's 2 more wins, right? That's 86. Now we got 6 more games. 86, and say if you win the Brave series and the Milwaukee series, 2 and 2, that is 90 wins. Now that's just that is given a couple of wins here and there. Now it would be nice to sweep one. Now if we sweep the Nationals, now definitely in play to be over 90 wins by just winning series and splitting that 4-game series against the Phillies. Now I want this homestand. Now I'm not looking past this game, just so everybody knows. And Chris, good luck. Not really good luck for your Giants because I am a Cowboys fan, but stay safe out there. I'm assuming it's overcast in the Northeast, or maybe it is, maybe it's not. I'm sorry. I'm looking outside thinking I'm in the Northeast, and I'm not. It's a little cloudy and a little stormy in North Carolina right now. But hopefully stay safe. Again, it really doesn't matter because you are playing I almost said the Redskins, the Washington football team. Both of them ran in the Cowboys division. So both lose if you can. How about tie? That would be good, right? But enjoy the game today. Stay safe out there, and hopefully Daniel Jones doesn't blow it for you guys. All right, so so the fact of the matter is, winning series might seem like a negative undertone, a negative opinion, or a negative way of going about it, but it's not. Even if you put that Phillies 4-game series and you put it in the Mets win column as a series and they win 3 out of the 4, and say if they win the series here on out, including today, that's over 90 wins. Now you might trickle in a sweep in there. Great. But again, it's not like, I know the Braves are beating the Dodgers, but the Dodgers are such they're just a fake team. They're just not as good as advertised. I don't care about the injuries. All teams have injuries. The Mets haven't had their ace Kodai Senga all year. All right, we're basically using has-beens and hand-me-downs and 1-year contract guys that are stepping up. So I don't want to hear that nonsense. I just don't want to hear that nonsense. And down season from Pete Alonso, no show from Nimmo after the All-Star break. JD Martinez hasn't been anywhere for 2 months now. He's been getting big hits every now and then, but hasn't been going on a big stretch. So it's not like we've been playing with guys that have been red hot. If we were, we wouldn't even be talking about fighting for a wild card spot. We'd probably be in one, possibly talking about a division. So, no, they absolutely look. After, I would think, the first game and then going into the first 3 innings of yesterday, and we were up 4-0, you started to have it creep in your mind a little bit. Hey, we're looking pretty good over here while the Phillies aren't looking so good. But guess what? Shit happens. This is going to be a tough series. If anybody thought going into this series we need to sweep, now obviously you would want to sweep, right? We all want that. But saying you need a sweep, this isn't game 160, the last 3 games of the season, and you know how many games you need to win. right? If you need to sweep the Brewers at the end of the season to get in, well, we say we need a sweep. We don't need a sweep going into the series. That's a silly concept to have, or a silly thought process to have, because you're looking for disappointment. Win the series against your arch rival and one of the best teams in baseball. Win the series. The Mets have an opportunity to do so. They guaranteed that opportunity with winning game 1, right? We think that the Phillies had to come back and win. All right, it's not like they beat us up. We blew them out the first game. They came back and won. So it's kind of a gut wrenching 2 games for each team, right? It comes down to today. It comes down to a Christopher Sanchez, who's been solid, another lefty on the mound. We got David Peterson, who's been one of our best pitchers since he's come back from the hip surgery. Yeah, he had a bad start his last time out, but he's afforded one. So, yeah, I'm going to have confidence in him. I'm a little concerned because I don't know how he's going to come back after his disappointing start. He might pick up where he left off prior to that start. We don't know. But he's pitching damn well. But the offense needs to do some damage as well. And look, they did their job early on, but didn't do their job the rest of the game, from the middle of the game on. That's the issue. And there's too many times that they do that. So the lineup has not come out yet, and I'm assuming because they are waiting to see the final answer for Francisco Lindor to see if he can play today. That's why the lineup hasn't come out. It's got to come out in the next 15 minutes, at least an hour and a half before the game. I'm going to refresh game day one more time. Nope. Mets lineup still not out yet. Yeah, and that was a big performance by Walker, and that's what's really annoying about yesterday's game. Taijuan Walker, that can't get out of his own way this year, got knocked to the bullpen, and we couldn't even get to him. 3 scoreless innings from Taijuan Walker. Him coming in, the Mets should have been licking their chops to get up at the plate, and they did not do that. That sucks. It happens, but they need to be better. Well, I think we're going to see Marte in there today. He's outstanding against lefties. He's amazing in this ballpark. And the reason why he did it playing game 1 was because of the next 2 starters being lefties, and Marte has been very good against them. So you're going to see Marte today. Again, if Lindor is in there, you probably won't see Acuna. I'm assuming Nimmo going to be in there. You're probably going to get Bader, and you're probably going to get Marte. Maybe you get Tyrone Taylor. Maybe. We'll see. Just give me 1 second. Sorry, I have the windows open because it's a cool day, and the wind closed, shut my door, and my cat's scratching and clawing to come in. He likes to stay by the window, so he's kind of happy the window is open in the room. Alonso on the bench, yeah, I hardly doubt that. I really hardly doubt that. The Philly batting order is tough, but let's be honest, it was Harper and nobody else, right? It was Cal Stevenson that did damage offensively and defensively. So I don't know. Well, see, here's the thing. If Lindor is not playing, I think Iglesias has to play. You see how well he did on leadoff spot today. I think you got to play him. Now, it all depends. If Lindor's in the lineup, yeah, you can probably get through with Iglesias getting a day off and putting Acuna at second, where he's also played. That would be fine with me as well. So, again, we're just waiting for the lineup. It's got to be out at least by 12 o'clock. I think that is MLB rules. An hour and a half before game time. Sorry, guys. Let me just. I'm trying to check all of the sites, like ESPN, all the apps, and Yahoo and all that, just to see if somebody has the lineup right away. Yeah, nothing yet. Yep, nothing yet. Yep, still nothing. But look, the important thing is that we have an opportunity to win a series. Everybody's got to step up from David Peterson today to the lineup today. Individual guys in the lineup that needs to do the job. Hey, Sko, absolutely, buddy. It's a must win today. I don't say that prior to the series that every game's a must win. Obviously, we all we would love to go, 14-0 in the last 14 games, right? We all would love that. That would give us 95 wins. I think we'd be okay making the playoffs. But reality has to set in a little bit and realize that must wins are a rubber game that's going to determine a series win. Today's a must win. Absolutely, Skull. 100%. 100%. And good luck to your Jets today, by the way. I think that's a Jet. It looks like the Jets. Yeah, of course Iglesias is going to be good at leadoff. He's a singles hitter. He's a guy that puts the bat on the ball. And he doesn't strike out a lot. Perfect leadoff hitter. And he got speed. He's a perfect leadoff hitter. That's why I was like, wow, Iglesias in the leadoff spot. Perfect. Works out great. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously those Braves games are going to really matter, obviously. But we can't, there's other games we have to win. We can't lose a series to the Nationals, right? Again, if we're tied going into that Brave series, win the series. You win the series, you're going to be up a game. Going into the final 3 games of the season. And the final... Oh, it is. Okay, good. Well, good luck today against Tennessee. I believe you're playing today. So good luck with that. Let me just check something. I just want to see if the Braves... I'm just curious. I know the Mets play Milwaukee. I just want to see something. All right, here we go. They play the Royals. Ooh, interesting. So right after the Mets, the Braves play the Mets. They play the Royals, and the Royals still might be fighting for that wild card. So that's going to be a crazy series. We're playing Milwaukee, who will have the division locked up, and the Braves got to play the Royals. We just hope the Royals are in it. I think the Royals, are they in a playoff spot right now? Are they fighting? Sorry, guys. I didn't get no sleep yesterday. I apologize for that. Yeah, Kansas City's in a wild card, up 3.5 games. So you just hope they're kind of a 1.5 game, not really clinched anything, so they can play. Well, the Royals will give them fits if going into that 3-game series, they didn't clinch a playoff spot. Because it's possible they will. They could by that point. Remember, there's still 14 games to go for most teams. So a lot can happen, but you just hope that they're still fighting. I mean, they still could be fighting for that. They're not going to be getting that first wild card, most likely, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're going to, let me see. They're up 2 games. They're behind 2 games up in the loss column to Baltimore. So they could be trying to fight for the number 1 wild card, or they could be fighting for their playoff lives. You just hope they're fighting for something going into that Brave series, because it would suck if they're sitting Bobby Witt and a couple of, Salvador Perez, got guys that are really big guys in their lineups. You don't want that. Milwaukee might be doing the same thing, by the way. Milwaukee might be resting a few of their guys, like resting Hoskins and resting a couple of other guys that might be a little bit older or a little bit maybe have some injury issues. They'd be sitting those guys knowing that they got the division locked up, and their seeding is not going to change based on wins or losses. So the Mets and the Braves might have 2 teams they're facing in the last 3 games of the season that might be sitting some players. So that benefits both of us, right? There's a pretty good chance that the Royals might be fighting for something, a seeding or a playoff spot, so they might have their guys playing. So it's a lot to look into. I'm still waiting for the lineup card. Again, it's still not out. We all know why. They're waiting for Lindor, going through probably tests and all that craziness. Yeah, still nothing. That's crazy. This is the latest I think the lineup's come out in a while. Yeah, still nothing. Crazy. So still no lineup for the Mets. Again, I believe it's let me just double check so I'm not saying something stupid, which is normally the case. MLB lineup have to be out when? Let's see. All right. All right. Okay, so what I'm reading here, it's about an hour and a half before game time. So 12:05 officially. The lineup has to be out. Now, I believe they have to put out the lineup. I don't know if it doesn't have to be set in stone, obviously, because there's been changes before. They can put out a lineup, and Lindor can say at 12:30 he's good to go, and then he gets put in a lineup and replaces somebody. But again, once again, guys, the lineup is still not out yet for the Mets. About an hour and a half until game time, so it's very interesting because that's obviously concerning for today's game because maybe Lindor is still not ready to go, and the Mets are just Lindor's probably trying everything to get back onto the field, obviously. So they're waiting as long as they possibly can. So that does suck. That I mean, I'm not going to call it a bad sign, but if he was A-OK earlier today, the Mets would have had the lineup out already. So, having it later closer to game time is telling me that there's a good chance that Lindor might not be in the lineup, and he's probably going through all the running drills, hitting, defense, testing right now just to see if he can get back on the field. But let's be honest. Look, to be honest, guys, in my opinion, if there's enough question if Lindor's ready to go, don't play him. Because if he plays and he gets hurt and he's done for the season, or at least might be ready for the playoffs, but the rest of the season he's out because you pushed it, how does that help us the rest of the season? It doesn't. If there's any question, sit him. During the game, if he takes some bat in practice and he throws the ball a little bit and he feels good, pinch hit him in a spot that you might need him. He wasn't good enough yesterday to be a pinch hitter at all yesterday. So why push it? Why push it? Because if he misses 2 games in a row, let it rest for 2 days. Basically almost 3, considering the fact that tomorrow's a night game. So I wouldn't sit him for 5 days unless he really needs it. If he's good to go in the wash starting tomorrow, I'm okay. Because I'm not risking a season-ending injury. He might, or even if he does play in the playoffs, it's just a big loss for the New York Mets. I wouldn't risk it. So if they're taking this long, tells me that there's some question if he's ready to go with his back. So I just want to play him. I wouldn't risk it. I know this is probably what's happening. Lindor's probably got through all his tests okay, probably feeling a little something, but knowing Lindor, probably in Mendoza's office saying, I'm playing. I want to play. I want to play. I want to play. But this is where Mendoza comes in and becomes a little bit more of the adult in the room. Not in a bad way, but as a competitor, you want to be out there. We know Lindor wants to be out there, but Mendoza has got to protect Lindor because sometimes the player doesn't protect themselves when they want to play, even though they might be somewhat hurt. Mendoza's got to be the bigger guy here and say, listen, Frankie, I know you want to play. I'm not risking you getting injured for the rest of the season just so you can prove a point and be out there for you guys. We all know you want to be out there. That's when Mendoza's got to be the guy and put his foot down in a respectful way. And that's probably what's going on. It's probably a back and forth right now. But this late into an hour and a half before game time, no lineup yet. The Phillies lineup has been out for 2.5 hours now. So it's probably not a good sign Lindor's going to play. But again, I'm refreshing every couple of minutes just to see. No Mets lineup once again. So 30 minutes into the stream, since 11:30, no lineup for the New York Mets yet. Little, I guess, concerning to me that it's taking this long because it just not really good that Lindor is not officially in the lineup yet and the lineup's not out yet. Daniel, I agree, but think of it this way: there's going to be some fans taking your comment and saying, "Well, if Carlos Mendoza has to do what's best for the team, then put Lindor out there, regardless of if he's 100% or not." And Lindor says he could go, but his workouts and the tests are saying otherwise. So obviously what's best for the team is for Lindor to be out there. But Mendoza also got to worry about the health of his players as well. Listen, it's not like we have, Eddie Alvarez or Pablo Reyes replacing him. We have Luis Acuna, who played very well yesterday in his first game in pro ball, in Major League Baseball, excuse me. Yeah, exactly, Skull. So they're waiting for him to do the test, which I'm not shocked. So, again, I refreshed Twitter. I'm just going back and forth. The Mets usually obviously post a lineup. Let's see. Let's see. Mets. Nothing. Okay. Still nothing. What a day. Still haven't seen nothing, guys. Still haven't seen nothing. But, all right. D, no problem. I don't think Marte's going to be out. He didn't play on Friday because they wanted him to play these next two games against the lefty. He's going to be in there. Marte's going to be in there. Nothing happened to Marte. Well, good point, D. That's my fault. I mean, Skull, because he did get hit in the forearm yesterday by a pitch. So that's something that we haven't really heard. Committee, I totally forgot about that. That's on me. I totally forgot about the hit by pitch. I don't know if they said anything about the x-ray. I kind of was out and about after the game. I've been doing stuff in the morning, running errands and all that, so I really haven't checked much. I just been checking for the Mets lineup. So that's a great point, Sco. I'm not sure. And that's the other thing. You got Lindor going through tests. Marte's going through probably test x-ray looking at and, probably strengthening test on the – so two guys that should be in this lineup today might not be because of injuries. So that's the other thing. It's not just Lindor. It's also Marte. Yeah, Joe, I understand that there was no ground balls hit to him. I understand that. But that one pop-up, it wasn't a pop-up where it was right over him. He ran to the line. And look, this is not a hard play for a major leaguer. But first game in Major League Baseball, first game as a New York Met, one of your top prospects, what did he do? He not only was running towards the third baseline, he called off Vientos for that ball. He did that very smoothly. There was no nerve. There was no nervousness trying to catch that ball. He caught that ball smoothly. So that tells me that I know his defense is very good. That's not a concern. And he got 2 hits yesterday. And in the 9th inning, he got a rope to center field while the Mets were down by 2. That's a big at-bat. So it's good signs for him. So I'm not going to be – look, am I disappointed Lindor might not be in the lineup? Of course. But Acuna can step in, and the way he played yesterday, I'm okay with him today. And they're going against a lefty. Now, Marte, on the other hand, that's why we have tremendous depth in the outfield. If Marte's not playing, you'll have Tyrone Taylor playing. And that's fine. I'd rather have Marte, but Tyrone Taylor can do the job. I think he'll be fine. He's good defensively. I'm not worried about that. He's not better than Marte with the bat, but he has his moments. Yeah, x-rays came back negative. Good. That means there's broken bones. But with and getting hit by a pitch, you worry about swelling, right? You worry about swelling. You worry about tightness. A lot that Mendoza just announced no Marte today. Yeah, I'm not shocked. Even if it's negative, there's no broken bones. The strength's probably not there. You're probably the arm's probably swollen a little bit. Yeah, I figured that. So good job by you guys in the chat. While I'm trying to like go through the lineup to see if there's anything. Nothing yet. So a couple of things. Mendoza just announced, thank you, Joe, that Marte is not in the lineup today. Obviously, he got hit by a pitch yesterday on the left forearm. X-rays were negative, so no broken bones. But again, you get hit in that spot around the bone area, around the what is it, the ulna bone, I think it's called. It's gonna swell up. It could be a bone bruise. Hopefully, it's not a bad bone bruise, which he had in his leg, his knee. So, I'm not shocked that Marte's not in the lineup today after he got hit. Again, thank you for reminding me that he did get hit by a pitch yesterday. I totally forgot about that. I was still pissed off about the loss. And Anthony DeComo said that the Mets are still waiting for Francisco Lindor to test out his back, swinging in the cage and all that stuff. So I'm assuming shortly the lineup's going to come out. When? I don't know. I thought it was an hour and a half before game time, but who knows? I don't know the rules anymore. MLB likes to change all the rules when they, on a whim. So I just keep on refreshing, guys. I'm sorry. I just want to get the lineup out there to you, even though I'm getting all my football notifications. All right, I'm sorry, guys. All right, cool. The Mets have hit this pitcher hard before, yeah, but Sanchez has been really good this year as well. So, I know past experiences is like, oh, great, we hit him before. Doesn't mean we're going to hit him today, but that's okay, right? The Mets have hit good pitching before. We just have to wait and see if they can. I think Torrens is going to play today. Yes, I agree with that. You got David Peterson's pickoffs, and you got Torrens' arm. Skull, I don't have a football show. Now, I did do I think it was sometime last year, a Cowboys channel for like a couple of weeks. But with baseball and all that, it was just way too much work to do. And, I love football, but everything in life is about baseball with me. So doing a football show, one is time. Two, I mean, maybe me and Chris can put something together on our channels that we have now that's baseball related. Maybe if you guys want that, I mean, let me know. That would be cool. I mean, obviously Chris is a Giant fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. So it kind of goes hand in hand with rivalry. And we're actually not talking about the Mets and our favorite team. But, I mean, we could possibly do that. I mean, but again, it takes a lot of time to set up all that. But, I'd like to, but time is of the essence, right? I make time for the channel, like it, moving new location at my workplace. It's a lot of change and a lot of time that I don't have anymore that I did have in New York. So exactly, Skull, exactly. So all right, so let me just check the comments really quick. I think I got all to the comments. All right. Before we end this stream, let's see if the lineups pop up. No lineup. All right. Good. Great. I'm sorry, guys. I want to get this lineup out there. Let's see. All right. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, still nothing. I didn't see nothing. I've seen the updates that you guys gave. That's about it. But nothing. It's crazy. All right. D, I could do that. That was what I was gonna do. Paul B, no, I'm actually in North Carolina. I was gonna go to Florida, and then last minute changes to the location of my job. They kind of last minute kind of changed all that. So yep, that kind of sucked. I was hoping to move to Florida. That was my goal. Again, I could probably do that in a year or two. We'll see how that goes. Right now, North Carolina is fine. It's not bad. It's I don't like not going to baseball games. That kills me. I got the Durham Bulls. That's like 15 minutes away, but that's who cares about that? It's the Tampa Bay Rays minor league AAA team. I don't care. Like I really don't care about that. College football goes crazy out here. I don't care much for I'm a Michigan Wolverines fan, but I don't live and die like these people out here do in the South. College football, it's SEC, ACC area around here. So, I don't just I go to a college football game. It's a cool atmosphere, but I don't care enough. So, other than that, baseball games is what killing me. At least I can go to Marlins games at least, So, but what am I gonna do? Or Tampa Bay Rays games and all that stuff. Committee, I have no idea, to be quite honest with you. I would assume so, since it's East Coast, but I don't know. I have no idea. I don't pay attention to Syracuse or Durham's schedule, to be quite honest with you. Kendrick, it would be nice to go on another 9-game winning streak with 14 games to go, right? That would be nice. Who knows? Yes, Ken. That's why I haven't visited you. I mean, the last time I was in Florida, I was in Miami, and you canceled on me. But you had a good reason. I won't blow up your spot. You had a good reason, and I agree. I would have canceled on me too, but but yes, yeah. Look, that's why I haven't. Yes, Ken. That's why I haven't reached out to you to hang out, because I'm not in Florida. So exactly, Paul. Yeah, college football is everything down here. Like everybody wearing the NC State stuff, the Tar Heel stuff, Duke, all that crap, and all that all that Wake Forest and all that craziness, which I don't care. I did go to baseball games here, college games. That was cool. Yeah, don't we all miss 2019, Pete Alonso? All right, hold on. Let's see. Lineup. Any lineup? No lineup, guys. All right, so we're gonna end this stream without a lineup. But final thoughts is very simple. The Mets did what they had to do in game 1 to give them an opportunity to win this series, to give them 2 games of an opportunity to win this series. They lost yesterday. Skull, actually, it's baseball, hockey, football. So, but the Mets got to just win today, right? This is a must win, right? David Peterson's got to be better than he was last time out, right? He's been outstanding this year since coming back from hip surgery. Outstanding. One bad performance is not going to make me throw him to the wolves. Not fair to him, and he deserves better than that. So we'll see what he does. I hope he does well. It's a tough lineup. And the Mets lineup. If you score early, please add on during the game. The killer yesterday, yes, we can bitch about the bullpen and, pitch selection and who to pitch when. The bullpen didn't do their job yesterday, but the offense gave 4 runs, and they did nothing after the 3rd inning. You can't leave an opening to a Phillies team, Phillies offense, that is dangerous as hell. You gave them the opportunity to come back. A couple of keys to the game today. Marte is not going to be in the lineup today. He did get hit in the forearm. He's not playing today. Mendoza confirmed that. Lindor is still going through his tests. He's swinging in the batting cage right now. Still 50-50 if he's going to be in the lineup. So you'll probably see Tyrone Taylor and Acuna if Lindor and Marte is not in the lineup. Oh, if Lindor's not in the lineup, you'll see Acuna. Marte's not in the lineup, so I'm assuming you're going to see Tyrone Taylor because of the lefty. So Lindor is out. Okay, thank you. There you go. So Lindor is out of the lineup today. 2 games in a row. The lineup is not out yet, but Sko just said that Lindor is out. And I'm assuming you found that on X somewhere. I'm trying to, let's see. Come on. Let's see. Como. Who reported? I've seen the Mets fans page. They said Lindor's out. I don't know if. Okay, so let me not say anything yet. We don't know if it's a true update yet. I'm going to give it 5 more minutes. I'm going to stay on the stream just so I can give a lineup to you. If not, I'll do a YouTube short for the lineup. Whenever it does come out, but I'm going to wait 5 more minutes. Wait until 12:19 just to see if Lindor will be in the lineup. So. Not official yet. It was a Mets fan page that said, now again, that could be somebody that's in Citizens Bank right now. They might have posted a lineup at the stadium and it just hasn't done it yet, but we'll see. Again, nothing confirmed yet. Lindor has not been ruled out of the lineup today. We have not checked that. Haven't fact-checked that yet. We don't know yet. Still waiting. I'm rolling through Anthony DeComo right now. And this was 22 minutes ago. Alec Bohm has been activated, so he'll be playing today. And I think he's in the lineup, actually. Yes, he is. So Alec Bohm is back in the lineup for the Phillies. I'm just refreshing guys all over the place, so don't mind me. Oh, here it goes, guys. Lindor is in the lineup, folks. Lindor is in the lineup. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Give me a second. All right. Boom. That's what I like to see. All right, guys. So there you go. Lindor is in the lineup, playing shortstop and leading off. So he's good to go. Good job. Good job. So Francisco Lindor is in the lineup, leading off, playing shortstop. Mark Vientos batting second, playing third base. Pete Alonso batting third, playing first base. Brandon Nimmo cleaning up, playing left field. JD Martinez batting fifth in DH, and Jose Iglesias batting sixth, playing second base. Luis Torrens catching, batting seventh. Tyron Taylor playing right field, batting eighth, and Harrison Bader playing center field, batting ninth. One more time, the lineup is officially out at 12:16 Sunday. Lindor is in the lineup, scrolling at the bottom of your screen. So good news, he's ready to go. At least he's starting today. That's good news. Again, we'll see how he performs through the battles of the game. We'll see if there's any, a little bit less going on to see how he feels, see how his swing is, how his defense is. We'll see if he's a little bit different. We'll see when it starts playing. But good news, Lindor is in the lineup today, leading off, playing shortstop. Once again, the lineup: Lindor, Vientos, Alonso, Nimmo, Martinez, Iglesias, Torrens, Taylor, Bader. That is your lineup for the New York Mets. No, it's okay. We always get stuck, especially with fake accounts or fans accounts that just like the crap out there that's not true. All right, guys. So I stayed just enough, a minute too longer to get that lineup out. About 15 minutes, about an hour from now, we got some Mets baseball. Rubber game at Citizens Bank Park. Mets Phillies, game 3 of the series. David Peterson, Christopher Sanchez on the mound for the New York, for both respective teams. I'm doing a post game. Chris obviously is going to the Giant game in Washington, so he won't be in the post game, but maybe I'll get somebody on, or I'll just do a solo post game show. Hopefully we're talking about a Mets win in the post game show. Hopefully they got number 82 wins on the season. We shall see. But with that said, guys, thank you for tuning in to the Amazing Mets pregame show. Thank you for watching on YouTube, X, and Twitch. If you're watching on X and Twitch, please come over to the channel with the link and subscribe to the channel, guys. Have a good day, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. It is football Sunday, but it is Mets baseball today on this Sunday as well. Let's go Mets, and I'll see you later for the postgame, guys. Let's go Mets.
Let's